Thank you.
All right. So, yes, I can see the emojis coming in. Exciting. Wow. Nice, Noinita. That's so nice to hear from you. Exciting. Anything, any emojis you can post it. Hope you all are having a lovely weekend. Feel free. Yes. Wow, Sandy, that's so cute. Curious to know. Wow, Corina, your emoji is so lovable. All right, let me move on to the content today. So, we will start by watching a video. While you're watching this video, let me know what is your thinking about leadership. Okay, so I'm going to ask many questions based on the video. Please have your full attention to this. All right, let me just open up the video.
Another UTI. Any chance?
Just to confirm, are you able to see the video and hear the sound?
No.
No, we're not
Not
able
yet?
to watch the video.
Can you see now?
Pan away.
It's not.
Okay,
No,
so
not yet.
appropriately whopping, which means
Okay, let me reshare it.
another UTI. Any chance?
Now, are you able to see the video?
Yes.
You could be pregnant?
Yes.
Okay, Greg. She's
Please,
like,
please continue.
well, it's outside. So it's just a little pinch. Not me trying to gaslight the pan away. Okay, so you're appropriately whopping, which means your pH levels are perfectly balanced. So are your parents still together? Someone's serving. We're late for our meeting. Time for that 30-minute lunch break. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Can you make sure you proofread next time? Can you have that on my desk by 5? We're doing layoffs, so we gotta let you go. Ready for your checkup? Okay, never seen that before. Can you drink more water? Thanks, bestie. Can I see your vein? So the test results are positive, but don't worry, you're gonna live. Hey, bestie. I already stalked you. Why do you still have a Facebook? Okay, Slay, you got fired twice. That's so real. So are you a Cardi or a Nicki stan? You can be both. How many followers do you have? And what color is your aura? Get ready with me interviewing this random woman. She probably won't get the job, but her outfit has Wednesday vibes. Do you have any questions for me? Pay, work, personal trauma. I'm manifesting this for you. You might never hear from us, but thank you for your time. Open wide. Ready for some bleach? Just kidding. Okay, this queen needs a crown. Get ready with me to rip this woman's tooth off. What? Not you having a gag reflex. You can pay an insurance or Taylor Swift ticket. Bite down, Tatiana. Please learn how to floss.
So, what is your take on it? How was the video? And how did you like about the Gen Z's terminologies, vaping, and which role did you like the most? The doctor, the interviewer, which one did you like the most? I would like to hear from you. Which role did you like? I like the doctor the best. And if I'm having a doctor, maybe I'll have to think about it if it is a Gen Z. So let us take what Simon Sinek has to say about Gen Zs. All right. So let me share another video. Just quickly watch that and come back to me.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful because they are so attentive. I'm hopeful for the future because of this young generation.
Hope you can hear and see the video. Are you able to see and hear the video?
Yes, Rajani.
Yes. Please
Yeah,
play
thank
that.
And they're taking
Yeah.
accountability. Whether we disagree with, with how they're doing it, that's debatable, that's fine, but they're making sacrifices and they're putting themselves out there, which I think is great.
So, yes, I also agree with Mr. Simon. We might have a lot of prejudices against Gen Zs and millennials, but we need to see in the upcoming days how we all and the Gen Zs or the Gen Alphas are going to take up the leadership role. So I have a first question for you all. When you hear the word leader, what is the first word that comes to your mind? I will post a Mentimeter link in the chat box. You can enter whatever word is coming in your mind when you're thinking about the word leader. So let me just post the link in the chat box. Yes. Hope you all have received the link. Click on it and enter what word comes to your mind when you hear about leader.
You can show the results, Rajani.
Yes, I can show that. Yeah, we will have to wait a little bit for the result. Just a minute. I will just share it across. Yes, I can see a wonderful word cloud being created here. I will just share it with you all. Yes, can you all see the word cloud? Guiding the team, adaptability, inspiring, courageous, lead with passion, sorry. So it is all about leadership, which we are seeing on the screen, and what you think about it. Excellent, excellent. Let me come back to my presentation. So, the modern leadership landscape, when we are dealing with modern leaders and the leadership landscape, we need to take care of the statistics which is coming in between. So, Deloitte, a recent study showed that Gen Zs are not focusing on leadership questions. While 6% of Gen Zs aim for senior leadership, work life balance, WLB, is their top career priority. So, if you want to inspire your Gen Z team member, you need to ensure that there is WLB. And 77% of millennials expecting Gen AI to impact their work soon. So, McKinsey also published an article regarding 21st century leadership. From succession planning to building a leadership factory, it revealed the modern leadership traits, the modern leadership pathway, and also one more thing. That's the next slide. Before that, let me all hear from you all. Which is the best quality which you are looking forward as the 21st century leadership trait in you? Is it innovation, empathy, adaptability, vision? What is it? All right, let me go back to the chat box. Adaptability. Excellent, Sandhya. All right, so if you are a leader, you need to start with trust based culture and also be ready for the change, quick change, and adapt to it. Agile operating model is all about adaptability. Team enrollment is what we are looking forward. First, you start with self and then include your team. And of course, stakeholder engagement is the crucial part of it. All right, let me see empathy. Wow, excellent, Noinita. All right. So in the next slide, when I was talking about as a 21st century leadership, pipeline, we need to start with our self-driven learning. Lead self first and then scale the capabilities of our team members. That's where the relevance of a coach, a mentor comes in. And also, we need to start early. When I say that all of you attending this webinar is leader from today onwards, Will you agree with me? Will you agree with me? So I want you all to clap for yourself for attending this webinar and also setting your mind that you are the leader for tomorrow. Let's clap for all of us. All right. You can also send in a virtual clap if you are not able to clap it. That's okay. So let me move on and understand from Sitaraman what is in store today. Why this session? For whom this session?
Thank you, Rajani. That was an excellent start. Thanks, everyone, for joining. And of course, as we complimented each other, it's very difficult on a weekend afternoon. We are aware, but it is the high time to learn as well. What is in store today? Why this session? For whom this session? I'm asking all these questions on behalf of you. I do have the answers. The millennials and Gen Z, of course, millennials are born between 81 to 96, and Gen Z are born between 97 to 2012. These are all a very important group of people, leaders who are currently ruling the world. So Gen Y, better known as millennials, were born from 81 to 96, as I told. And what is particular about millennials? They have born in a period where adaptedness with technology is high, having witnessed a rapid advancement of technological development from a very young age. How about Gen Z? Gen Z is the first generation to live in the digital world. So that is the very purpose we have picked up the subject of empowering the millennials and Gen Z, who are the current leaders as well as the emerging leaders. So let's move on. Millennials and Gen Z are not just the workforce of today and tomorrow, friends. They are the leaders who are going to shape business, the society, and the culture, and the innovations, and take it to the next level. Now, currently, it is a VUCA world. When I say VUCA, what does it mean? It is volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And I'll add agility also to that. So today's leaders should be resilient enough to understand and to act cleverly, managing all these situations. So that is why we chose this group as our target audience. And today's students, very important. Some of them are still students from Gen Z. Some of them are working. From millennial community, definitely people will be working as middle managers or emerging leaders as such. This is not only academic excellence, but the mindset, values, and skills. They have to serve, inspire, and create sustainable change. What does it mean? This is for a long term. Unlike the previous generations, the millennials and Gen Z are very much hyper-connected, tech-driven, and again, an VUCA world. Now, for them, leadership is no more an hierarchy or an authority. They say they will name hi Sitaraman. That is what is that they will address their bosses. What is it exactly? It is all about responsibility. It's all about collaboration. It's the global mindset and cultural intelligence, adaptability, and as well as the impact. So this session is exclusively designed to help the Gen Z, who are currently the students, or the current leaders, are going to be emerging leaders, to encourage and participate and understand the top 10 competencies which are really important for an emerging leader and to adapt them in their day-to-day life so that they can handle the future with clarity, confidence, and of course, a sense of purpose. let's move on. So before we get into the agenda, so how many of you agree with uh, uh, my point that the millennials and Gen Z are going to build the future? Can I get some responses? Yes, no?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So the question is, how many of you agree with me that millennials or Gen Z are the future of leadership, you can say? Okay, so we have handpicked some of the attributes and some of the competencies the Gen Z and as well as the millennial group should have, which will give them a career advantage, which will give them the confidence, which will give them the scalability and the purpose to handle the future challenges. So we picked up self-awareness, we picked up emotional intelligence, collaboration and inclusivity. Very important. The digital transformation is the happening thing now. The AI literacy is, of course, really important. None of the millennial or Gen Z can live without an AI literacy. Very important. When it is happening from the global perspective, the cultural intelligence is really required. And leadership is not about the title. It is always a service. That mindset shift we will talk about. And why heart and mind should be in a perfect partnership to make things happen. Next, Rajani.
Yeah.
And some of the serious things which we will talk about is very important for the people development. This critical thinking and problem solving, both are interrelated. We will explain in detail. Very important. Ethical and unethical responsibilities. The differentiation should be understood clearly in order to handle things in how a leader can take the things forward. Another important thing is a global mindset. Now, the leaders, emerging leaders, or whoever it is, the going to be leaders, definitely are going to work in a multicultural, multinational environments. So let us understand why the global mindset is really important. The communication and storytelling, it's a weapon for every leader. So no need to reiterate that. Definitely we will talk about it. Business and financial acumen. This is an important aspect which is really required for the future leaders. So, do you all agree with me that the kind of the picks what we have done as competency will definitely take and help the leaders to the next level? Yes or no? Yes or no? Can I get some answers, please? Do you agree with me all? Oh yeah,
Yes, we are
thank you.
getting, answers.
Thank you.
Agree.
Thank you very much.
All right. So now we have heard about heart and mind competencies, which will make this leadership as a best quality of everyone. All right. So I am now going to tell you a story. I'm not going to just tell the story. I'm going to visually present it as a video. So I want all your eyes and ears on this screen, so that when we are taking forward the session, I can ask you questions based on it and you can share your insights where you felt you have applied these competencies in your life. So let's watch the video, and you can mention if it is not audible, any technical glitch if it is there. So this story or this video is about Arjun. He recently joined a smart city challenge, and that smart city challenge is having students or co team members from different part of the world. So we are also in a global world. I am sitting from UAE and presenting this, and there are people who are attending it from India, and my co-host is from India. So that's the kind of world we are into now. So Arjun is facing some challenges and how he dealt with it. Let's hear in the video, or let's watch in the video.
Arjun had just joined an international challenge to design a smart, sustainable city using technology and renewable energy. The project brought together students from different countries, working online as one team. On the very first video call, Arjun felt his heart race. Everyone spoke confidently, and he wasn't sure if he could keep up. He paused, reminded himself of his strengths, and decided, I'll focus on what I know best and contribute when the time is right. That simple decision helped him step forward with more confidence. A few days later, he proposed an automated water distribution system with smart sensors.
One teammate frowned and said sharply, "This seems too complicated. Are you over-engineering the problem?"
At first, Arjun felt defensive, but instead of reacting, he listened and then replied calmly, I see what you mean.
Maybe we can start with a simpler version and build on it.
The tension eased and they found common ground. The team itself was incredibly diverse, members from Brazil, Japan, Kenya, and India. In one meeting, a teammate from Japan stayed silent while others debated ideas. Some thought he had nothing to add, but Arjun remembered that sometimes people pause out of respect before speaking. So he gently asked, Hiroshi, what's your view on this? Hiroshi shared a brilliant idea about earthquake-resistant structures, something no one had considered. That insight changed the direction of their design. As the project grew, they faced mountains of city data, energy usage, traffic, water demand. Arjun suggested trying an AI-based simulation tool to process it. He explained, it won't replace our thinking, it will help us test possibilities faster. The team agreed, and the tool saved them weeks of manual work while making their design stronger. But the workload was heavy. Some teammates struggled to meet deadlines. Instead of blaming anyone, Arjun suggested splitting tasks differently so no one felt left behind. Slowly, they built a rhythm of supporting each other. In their final preparation, Arjun noticed something important. Louder voices often dominated, while quieter members rarely got a chance to speak. He proposed a simple rule, that everyone share at least one idea before moving on. In the last round, one of the quietest teammates suggested a unique rainwater harvesting model. It became the highlight of their project. When they finally presented, their design stood out, not just for its technical brilliance, but for the way it combined creativity, respect, and teamwork. Arjun realized something. Building a smart city was not only about technology, it was about building trust, listening, adapting, and making space for every voice. That was the real achievement of their journey.
All right. How was the video, guys? Any response, or how do you feel? What was Arjun's journey about? How do you feel about it? Any response? You can put it in the chat box. Yes, what I can see is thought-provoking. Yes. All right. So, Arjun here applied heart and mind competencies, active listening. Wow. Heart and mind competencies to be successful in his role. And I really like the conclusion of the video that to become a true leader, what we have to do is we need to not only apply our technical expertise, but also come up with certain soft skills. Yes, that he decided to take it calmly. Excellent, Corina. Wow. So now I want to ask some questions to you all based on certain scenarios in the story. We can see that there are different team members coming up with different team dynamics into the group. So when Arjun had his first, video call with the team members, he was very nervous. He was thinking, what will I do? Take everyone ideas into account. Wonderful, Sandhya ma'am. So now listen to this question. I'm very nervous. This was the mindset which Arjun had initially during the video call. So according to you, which competency or which skill he would have taken it up to, cross this situation, to face this situation? Any idea? There is no right and wrong answer here. You can come up with any answer. But imagine that we are talking in the context of heart and mind competencies for a leader. So when you are nervous, what basically you all do? I want to know it. Okay, I have some answer in the chat box. Awareness. Excellent. You are spot on. So when I'm also having a problem, I will have my self-awareness session. So self-awareness is the first competency I'm talking about. That is knowing your thoughts, emotions, strengths, and weaknesses so you can respond wisely instead of reacting blindly. So I have 4 tips which you all can follow in the day-to-day life so that you can also build up the skill. Spend 2 minutes reflecting on how you feel each morning. Write down one personal strength you will use today. Notice when your mood shifts, pause before reacting. End the day asking, what did I learn about myself today? You have to love yourself. You have to know what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths. And then if somebody else is giving you a feedback, you will have yourself to support you and constructive criticism about yourself. So I would like to give you a tool which is known as the Johari window to apply it in your life. The name Johari comes from the first names of 2 psychologists who created the model in 1955, Joseph Luft and Harrington Ingham. And what they did is they combined about the self-awareness into 4 quadrants. First quadrant will tell us about the competencies or your character, or sorry, the behavior which you know yourself and others also knows about you. Second one is known to yourself, but I mean, you're not aware of it, but others know about it. And if have to give an example about it, I know that I am very hardworking, and others also know about it. That's the first window. Second window is I don't know that I am very clever, but others know about me, that part. Third one is not known to others. I am very awkward sometimes in some handling something. Maybe I don't want to share that with others. So that is something which I know but not known to others. Last part is unknown. It is neither known to me or known to others. So basically, the goal for setting this simple framework is to help people understand self awareness, communication, and feedback in groups. So, as a leader, which window is very important for you all? Any idea? Which window is important? Is it the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one? Which window is important as a leader? Okay, I have some response here. Open, excellent. Blind spot, excellent. Blind spot, according to me, is good for self awareness. Even the model also suggests that as a leader, you should be concerned about open part of it. That is, you should be very vocal about what you are having as your strength. So let me just open up a poll for you all so that you can exercise this Johari window right away. All right. So I'm going to launch a poll. Are you all ready? Can I see a thumbs up? Very good. Let me just share the poll with you all. So this poll, are you able to see the poll?
So you have to come down a little, just page down, or the page should be expanded.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. Are you able to see? Which
We are
quality
able to
do
see
you
the
feel?
partial. Yeah, we are able to see the Johari window part. The pole part is not appearing.
Is it so? But I can see the responses actually.
All right.
You're able
Very good.
you're able to give a response, right? I'll give some time. Pause yourself. Think about it. Which quality do you feel best represents your open area? Known to you and known to others. All right, two more participants. All right, I am just going to end the poll and share the results with you all. So, as per the participants here, are you able to see the poll
Yes.
results? Yeah, 33% feels friendly is their best open quality. Hardworking 50% feel that. Inclusive is 33%. Organized is the 33%, and energetic is something which 17% only voted for it. Okay, I'm going to go back to my slides now.